in Intex map. So we are back to the known mappers. So I expect also quite a normal map again. Like a good map, of course, but a rather normal map. Let's see. I mean, the scenery is already crazy, but it's a map from Intex and Sartel. I'm not sure who is building the scenery, if Sartel is doing that or if they were doing both. Both of them did both. But yeah, again, waypoint sign. We have quite a bunch of waypoint maps lately. Over a minute long. Oh, do I see a quarter pipe jump? That would be interesting. That would be a bit unusual, at least. Oh. Oh, that camera movement was wild. Okay. This is surely not how it's supposed to look like. Okay, found the finish, the 13th. We will watch the GPS, guys. Stays far right. Did he air brake? My first question here. No. And here, do we have any... but probably you cannot do much for a suit. That is full speed. So now comes the interesting section. Ah! Okay, this is the idea. I mean, you would think that they tried hard to avoid any tricks or cuts there, but I'm not sure if that's really doable to avoid. CMW, thank you for the sub. God, this transition. And this part. Oof. Also, to be honest, why not taking this? Also, there is a slow-mo as well. But you see the comparison against my ghost, you know? Okay, now I didn't see my ghost. Okay. Also here I'm jumping way too far, that's obvious. But if I take this and then I break, yeah, probably the slow-mo is actually built exactly for that reason. That you don't reach this jump quicker when you go with a red boost. I guess this is the whole idea of this. As it's Intax, we have to believe that he tried a lot to make sure that the intended way is the fastest way. The map is long, we don't have much time to get a run in. I'd love to do that now. So let's see what position that is. 26th. Oh! Okay, the air brake made a change, but I'm not sure if it was really the air brake. Made me a lot faster. No, could be though. Sadly a bit blind here. Is this random? That's of course not good. Look at this. I'm not even making the second flip fully. Not sure why. But that's also not a good option. Also, honestly, that's a little bit yak. I'm getting a pretty fast there. Oh. Like, I don't get this angle that I need. Oh. Need to go more extreme the line. Got a clip. Can only finish 3 more times maximum. Oh God. Was only 59th. But I mean, this was also not really a super good lap. I didn't think though that it would be that bad position wise. Like the main... Yeah, this is stupid. The main time you get in this section because of this important uphill right after. And you can zoom. Because you can air brake, they didn't avoid that. That's so confusing to me why they didn't avoid that. Wouldn't it make sense to put a no brake block before? Like the speed up the sill is everything. I don't know when I finish this if I have another run. We go, restart. Oh shit. I should have decided earlier. Scheiße, it's over. Ah! Like, I wasn't sure if that's enough. Because, yeah, maybe it was enough. Maybe I just should have finished. Like, the problem is that the double flip didn't work. I had so low speed. I did a wrong decision. I should have just finished that one. Maybe it would have been enough. Like, I assume that many people will still improve, so I don't know where the cutoff is ending. But this double flip landed too early, and I had really low speed into the water. And because of that low speed, I wasn't sure if this will actually... Yeah, okay, you see the cutoff is now 2500s, 2600s in front. I had minus 3/10. I had minus 3/10. But, like, the cutoff is still gonna change now when this updates. Yeah, it would have been mega close. Like, there is a chance that it wouldn't have been enough, to be honest. Like, but that was only because the double flip didn't work. Like, this is random. This definitely feels random. Also the whole map, like, Div 1 was pretty easily doable, but you needed to survive a run, and there were random sections in this. Like, a double flip always jumps different far. We saw that when I respawned multiple times, that I always had a different outcome. So there was inconsistency in this, and then you have, of course, the reactor soup. The reactor soup is, of course, really annoying. Because you cannot really survive this next section right after. Look how yacked that looks. He has this really bad here. Okay, yeah, he drives it differently. Is that really good? This landing? Also he opts for a line where he goes really far to the right here and then goes like this onto the booster. GPS did it also like that. It didn't really feel great to me. Yeah, it's a bit sad because my run was easily fast enough. I had half a second lead. Would have easily done it if one time with it. But when I lost 2/10 in a PF section, I knew it's close. Like, I had to decide, do I respawn and start another run, or do I finish this? And then I cannot drive another run. I knew it's gonna be close. So I had to decide to go with what I had and then pray that it's enough, versus I start a new run and have the chance to be even faster. But also the chance that I just don't get onto a run. And now I got a really bad roof hit here, I think. Felt like it. Ach, yeah. What if I don't soup? What if I just jump? I mean, it's the safe way, kind of, no? That you don't do any tricksters here. And I'm so surprised because I would have assumed that they know that the reactor section and this double flip section are obviously the most dangerous sections for unintended things. Okay, I just overjumped this massively, did you see? Phew. Also, for the first time I went so far in the water, but that is because I landed so well before. Yeah, I think the purple line gave me more speed actually, because I didn't oversteer as much. Camera change, eh? For a small moment I don't see my car and where it goes, and this is exactly where you have this edge. Yeah, okay. The purple line actually makes you faster. Oh, I have so much more speed for the whole ending. Ah. Yeah, also that is also not surprising, but the winning time here would be so much into Div 1, like it would have been even a top 10 I think in the seeding. Like we have on long maps there is a higher chance that some people just didn't get a run through because you don't have many attempts. And this double flip for example comes very late, so you lose a lot of time in the seeding if your one dies there. You have a high chance that Div 2 has actually a similar pace than Div 1 in the end, because some players get in here that don't belong here. Also, this map is a mix of very good, but also a bit bad. You can clearly see that there is a lot of detail in the track. I like that it is mixed, like it has different surfaces, different stuff that is happening, it is a bit longer than the usual cup of the days. The scenery is of course also very great here and very much detail in the scenery as well. So all of this is very nice. But the bad things, the camera switch, as someone also here in the in-game chat just said, also this is just annoying. I don't know what I could have done, to be honest, to get it better. Maybe the timing is just bad and it wouldn't matter that much if the timing was different. I don't know. It just feels extremely annoying. At least when you switch into camera 1. And then the consistency is the other problem. This roof always does something else. Then obviously you can zoop here, which must be faster, but super uncontrollable because of this right turn into the penalty grass. And in the seeding it felt like this double flip is also inconsistent. Now since I do the purple line, I however have enough speed so far. But there was this one respawn the seeding where I just didn't really get 2 flips. But now so far in the knockout it's consistent. Yeah, and then we have this water. Exactly this water. Like it's completely blind. This water, oh, Christina is so consistently fast. This water is so blind. And if you are a little bit too far right, I mean you have the sign at the entrance of the water that you can use for aiming, but I know that when I'm just a little bit too far right, I am not making it when I have good speed. I'm too fast then. Like, or if I land slightly sidewards angle, then because of the wet tires, I immediately drift. But the thing is, if you're just slightly too far left, you crash against the wall, a wall that you cannot see. So yeah, you have to go pretty straight middle, exactly where the sign is. But you don't really have much time to aim, and you just slightly miss it, you're dead. Even though there should be so much space in theory. Yeah, this is not drivable. This camera change is stupid. How am I only 15th? I got 5th? I improved? By half a second! I did a 102.7. But how was I 15th when I have the pace for 102.7? I don't know, it always catches me. I know that I have to steer earlier than I think that I would have to. And still I do it wrong every single round. Oh my god. This is the first time that this didn't work. I hope it doesn't lose me 3.5 seconds. I barely make the jump. But I think that is timed at least. Christina is also behind. But it's every time multiple seconds here. Even in the last 4KO round. Christina is out. I mean, the flip is also would have been bad for Granati because you need to be extremely straight in that flip. Like a small steering movement and you don't flip fully, I think. It's helpful to not crash this time. So you see now how this double flip is supposed to look like. This is exactly how they built it, the way I'm getting it now. And it's so weird what Purple did in his seeding record. Knowing that line before the double flip, that it actually works, would have helped me in the seeding a lot. Then it would have been super easy, because I lost a lot of time in that section in my PBs. And the reason is that there was this one round where I did some training respawns there, and it gave me the opposite idea. It felt slower. But now I see how it works and I always get it. No, not always. There was this one example where it didn't work, but most of the times I'm getting it. Hopefully also now. Haha, might not. I'm not getting it this time. But I'm 6th actually. Look only at the distance to out. Interesting that there's so many in between. Yeah, the flip section is still very inconsistent for others on the server. I only had to say that I got that consistent, and now it's not consistent anymore. So not as clean, at least. I mean, this is a 104.0, and I was doing 102.6 in the knockout. Like, landing on the snow is of course a lot slower because you have only full speed afterwards, and especially this water seems to slow you down even more when you come with less speed. Bit like penalty surface. Trophies. But this was a good round. Orange places a low 103. Venom was also close for a long time. We are all close together and I PB'd. Oh, what the fuck? Like, apart from red, which was actually early behind. So, this was actually a good round. I mean, look at this. I PB'd and I'm only yellow and orange right behind. Guess that we all do the same lines and that there is less of a chance that they fail at these key sections. I don't think that anyone is going for the soup right now. Someone respawned. Maybe I'm wrong. I have a weak start, I'm always behind. It's actually nice that the flip now failed in this round. Like, there would have been many worse rounds for such a flip. Who's this TTV? Momois Slow 1. Hä? Ach so. He skipped a reset, so he had reactor when he went to the bumpers. I also missed that Jan van Achtern wrote that. Because here you have... How can you miss that reset? What the fuck? Oh, this is good. Might be PB. Yes, wow. Just because the reactor was so clean and without soup, but I had such a good line into the penalty grass. Oof. Oh, even winning. Huh? That's my third final in a row in Div2. GG! Nice. 2 wins in a row. CMW, thanks a lot for the gifted subs. Yeah, like yesterday, however, I felt like also that I completely underperformed in the seeding. I think I should have been the one. And surely there it would have been not that simple here, but there were of course a lot of crashed rounds. In the end there were a few rounds where you needed to be fast. In this knockout I was on the lucky side and was fast when needed. So let's quickly check if Div 1 is still going, but our Div took very long. Massa. Is he still on this? Yeah. Okay, you see the top 3 is also pretty yak in Div 1. Yeah, you were leading in a top 3 round, right? I was very confused that I actually took first. Did you drop both positions? Gatito is in the final. Maybe I actually could have won Div 1. I have not seen the rest of this now, of course, but as I said, Div 2 is most likely not really much worse than Div 1 on such a map. Gatito goes for that soup! Ja, RIP. Why? He was so far ahead. That's then kind of free for Giuliano. Basically in the same situation that I was. That you have multiple seconds lead. He goes very safe. Oh! Yeah, I mean, but this is safe. With this lead, you just don't want to hit the inside edge on the left. But he might have been also pretty nervous there. But now I want to know. How were the other rounds in Div 1? Like, maybe it was winnable today, to be honest. Because on such a map you would expect it to be winnable. This is like the type of map where you could think, yeah, this has a chance that the knockout is pretty yak. If we go like 8 minutes behind, Massa was still in here. You see multiple seconds of a difference already. Also completely free round. Let's go 1 minute earlier. Wait, we shortly saw it. Also multiple seconds. And Gatito got through here with a rather slow time. Then here you have Jadon going out with plus 8 seconds. Lauritz is being lucky here. Then comes the next round. We have Lauritz with a DNF. Okay, the others are doing good though. But still survivable. Because this pace here we had in Div 2 as well, where you need 102 mid, and there was one guy with 103. Also, yeah, this was a better round, but there was still a red player full crashed, and... Ah, this is Massa dropping out. So this was a good round here. You see, Massa is in last place, gets the flip. Now he moves up to second, but it's only half a second, and then this. And I was also afraid of this to happen. Like, this is just annoying. Like, you go into this water. Yeah, he was just too far right. But then you have wet wheels and you cannot get that transition anymore. This is how Massa died. The others did pretty good times. Like, Acro's 102.6, the others really fast. But this is how Massa got knocked out. So this round we have Centrian behind with 1.3 behind Gatito. What is Gatito actually driving here? 101. Oh, that was actually becoming close between Acros and Centrian. But still, it's a 103 low. Also you had a few better rounds towards the ending here. That's for sure. You had a few better rounds in this. But also many yak rounds, and these better rounds, it's not like that you needed a low 102 at any point to stay in. You never needed that. And Gatito is actually... What the heck? Gatito is actually going consistently for the soup. Oh, this was not really a soup. Naja, okay, so this is how Div 1 looked like. I think that this was a winnable Div 1 today. It's a bit unfortunate that I haven't been in there. Of course, you can also easily get knocked out. Also, I had bad rounds, bad times here and there. Because the map is just not super consistent. That the double flip didn't work, that was not happening often. But it happened in the top 4, I think it was. And I was quite lucky that this was one of the 3 rounds. No, I don't know about that cup. Actually, I don't know about any interesting cup that is happening now. If you know about something, you think of something. But I still have other things that I can do. For now I do one run on this map. And then I want to do Track Maiden. It's at 1 AM. I have to work tomorrow again. Okay, what is it about? I mean, I can probably still be awake at the time. Yesterday I actually have been. It depends a little bit what it is. Do you know more of it, or is there any link? But yeah, your typical first try PB. Let's check Track Maiden. Oh, it's already 20, shit. But it's not Marius. But it's Germany. And something else, which is Crosshairs. I haven't been in time here. So BB got it because I joined late.